This is a guided journey to the realm of the ancestors. We are traversing the dimensions of our bloodline. We are here to transmute the pain of our ancestors. We are here to change the genetic structure of our bloodline and transform it to the highest DNA available for this bloodline, for all past and future timelines, all past and future incarnations of this bloodline. Blood is what connects all. And blood, just like crystals, is quantum entangled. Which means that even if you break a crystal apart, the information is still stored, and the information that is being received, the energetics being transmitted through one part of the crystal, is still being received by the other part of the crystal. This is how our blood works. Our blood is quantum entangled. As we transmute the genetics, change the DNA structure of our blood, every single one carrying even a drop of this bloodline, sharing even a single drop of this DNA, will feel a change. This is science. So in that, today we are recording this on the vernal equinox, a very powerful gate. Uprooting energies. Our bloodline is asking for healing. This way we are showing up today. We carry the memory of our bloodline, of our ancestors within our DNA, which means we are traveling into the body. We will travel into the blood. The information is available for us. Opening ourselves to our bloodline will allow us to connect with the immense spiritual wealth that is stored within our bloodline. One DNA strand contains as much information as every single computer, supercomputer on this planet and more. So now just feel how much knowledge and wealth of wisdom is moving through your body like a river. And as we open ourselves to the bloodlines and also the healing of the bloodlines, in that we open ourselves to the wisdom of the bloodlines. So today, we are traveling with our ancestors. And today we are requesting the information that is of highest relevance for our highest timeline right now. Which means we are not going to call in all of our ancestors right now. We're not going to explore all of our bloodlines right now. We are calling in the bloodline that is of highest relevance for our highest timeline right now, which might be the bloodline that is in need of relief of grief, or the bloodline that carries the most pain. If our nervous system is ready for that, we are calling in this healing. The bloodline energy, the specific bloodline, the specific ancestry, the lineage we are calling in right now is allowed through the duration of this meditation to completely inhabit our system, to completely open up the information. We are ready. Our nervous system decides how much we can handle and what is most appropriate right now and of highest relevance for our highest timeline right now. As we reconnect and invite deep love in for this ancestry and this bloodline, we are opening the flow of power and wealth of the generations connected to this bloodline. This work might be very beautiful and graceful, and this work might be painful. Again, I am asking for the information that is of highest relevance for our highest timeline right now. We're asking for the most relevant bloodline, the most relevant DNA to be revealed right now. Show me whose blood is pulsing through my veins. All the information is carried within your body, so we are requesting right now, and you can even speak this out loud with me right now. Show me whose blood is pulsing through my veins. Show me whose blood is pulsing through my veins. And we're finding ourselves in a beautiful, enchanted forest. So alive. The moss on the ground is protecting our feet, and it feels like we're walking on a heavenly carpet. We can feel the aliveness of the forest. We feel the aliveness of the trees, of the ground. We feel the roots of the trees underneath us, cradling us. Almost feels like we're in a womb, nature's womb. We're hearing birds, and we can hear the heartbeat of Mother Earth. There is a knowing within us, a knowing that transcends time and space. Our cosmic existence, our everlasting existence. We've been here before, and we'll be here long thereafter. This body might leave this plane. The same eyes have looked at this forest a million times. And the same consciousness behind those very eyes will be here a million times more if it wishes so. Existence is eternal. And in that moment, in this forest, in this womb of Mother Earth, all we feel is this deep green protective energy. The question arises within, and the deep curiosity within of whose blood is pulsing through my veins. The red river that is fueling me with life. It is the same blood that fueled my mother. It is the same blood that fueled my grandmother. The same blood that fueled her grandmother and her grandmother. Whose blood is flowing through my veins? And we can see this giant tree not far away. It is iridescent almost, so alive, almost glowing. The leaves are dancing in the wind so slowly. And this tree is somehow different. It seems to have information just like all the other trees, but this one seems to be able to communicate with us. And as we come closer to the tree, we can see that there is an opening, like a portal in the tree. It wants to take us on a journey. as the portal illuminates for us. We trust the energy of the tree and the journey it wants us to go to and take us on. Whose blood is flowing through our veins. And as we go through this portal of the tree, it's like we're sliding down, down, down to the core of the earth. Sliding through the roots of the tree. The roots of the tree are made out of quartz crystal, allowing us to slide down to the core of the earth like a crystalline quartz tunnel. Like the veins of the tree. And we slide and flow through the veins and the roots of the tree, just like the blood is flowing through our cells and through our veins. And we arrive at this beautiful crystalline cave. And we see this beautiful deep green crystal right in front of us. And we know that as we lay our hands on it, we are receiving access to any and every information that is most relevant for this being's highest timeline and highest evolution right now. Our consciousness isn't separate from the crystal. It is all one. And as we lay our hands on this beautiful dark green crystal, we see us floating above the earth. And we don't feel our body at all. And we see this map of the earth. And the magnetic function of the iron in the blood is magnetizing us towards the area on the world earth map in which our bloodline wants to be explored. We're being magnetized to this part of the earth in which our ancestors are calling us, the part of the earth which our bloodline is calling us. And we are there now. And all of a sudden, with a switch of a scenery, we're finding us in an area of the planet in which our ancestry existed. Blood that is flowing through our veins is revealing a scenery right now, and all we see is the soil, the earth underneath us. And what do you see? What's the color of it? What's the texture of it? I want you to put your hands on the ground and feel. How does the land feel like? What's the energy of the land? Is it alive? What is the information it is giving you? Is it connected to the essence of existence? Can you feel the spirit pulsing through Mother Earth? Or do you feel sadness? Do you feel hopelessness? Whatever it is, there's information in the soil. I want you to feel it. The root system of the earth is interacting with you and giving you information about the land right now. Just allow the information to move through you right now. deep, deep, deep remembrance. You know this land. How many times you walked on this land. And you look around you. What do you see? Are there other people? And if so, how do they feel? What is it that you sense? How do they look like? What are they wearing? Does their energy feel familiar? Are they in tune with the heartbeat of Mother Earth? And as you walk around, I want you to feel into the body that is traversing this current timeline we're witnessing. Whose blood is pulsing through your veins? Is the body male or female? Does it feel more mature, elderly, or very young? Does it feel healthy? As we move on this land, witnessing the people or the nature around us. Maybe it's us and nature. And I want us now to move forward to a scenery in which people are interacting with us in a meaningful way. A scenery that reveals more about who you are. We are here now. What do you see? What are you witnessing? How are people interacting with you? How are they communicating with you? Do they speak to you in language? And if so, how does it sound? Do they communicate non-verbally? And how do they approach you? What is the energetic behind the interaction? Is it filled with reverence and honor and a deep, unconditional love? Or maybe is it fear? Is it dishonor, disgrace, anger, whatever it may be? We're witnessing, we're traversing the dimension of this current timeline, whose blood is pumping through your veins. We're witnessing what is the energetic of the people that surround you. Who are you? Whose blood is flowing through your veins? What are you wearing? What is your mission? And I want us now to move to a childhood memory of this timeline we're watching, of the ancestor we're witnessing. We're moving now to a scenery of the very first memory that this ancestor has of his or hers lifetime. The very first memory that this ancestor has of his or her lifetime. We're now moving to that scenery. What do you witness? What do you see? Allow just the very first thing that comes up, the very first impulse. It's loud. What do you see? What do you witness? Or just observing the scenery. Are your parents around? Are you playing with other children? Is there something you're engaging in? What do you see? What is this childhood like? How is this child treated? Or watching this scenery unfold. to a very important day in this ancestor's life, in which something very significant is happening. Some event, whether beautiful or painful, doesn't matter. Just an event that this ancestor really desires to share with us. An event that might be of pristine beauty, or an event that is significant. We have now moved forward to this event. What is happening? What do you sense, or what do you see? Allow the scenery to unfold and simply witness the significant day that this ancestor has been waiting to share with you. And now, throughout this event, is there anything that this ancestor, the one whose blood is running through you, craves to share with you? Or is there something that this ancestor is sharing with the sky or the earth, with God, Ayama? One sentence that this ancestor is sharing. And whether we witnessed a scenery of pristine beauty or a deeply painful and traumatic memory, know that with us witnessing this, we took a big distortion and wounding out of our DNA simply by witnessing, or the gifts, the spiritual gifts and the knowledge and wisdom and wealth just opened up as we were witnessing the scenery of pristine beauty or pain. Now I want us to move to a scenery in which the ancestor we're witnessing right now, the one whose blood we carry, is in a ceremonial space. We are now moving forward to this ceremony, and we're witnessing it right now. And we're here, and this ancestor is finding themselves in a deeply sacred ceremony. And is there someone around them? What elements are present? Is there a fire burning? What is this ceremony about? And in that, there is a mirror right in front of your ancestor. Whether it is made out of glass, out of black obsidian, is water, and our ancestor can see their reflection in it. I want us now to look at this reflection for the first time, and the face of our ancestor is revealing itself right now. What do you see? Who do you see? Their blood is flowing through your veins. What's the face to it? And through the elements, whichever element is present, water, fire, earth, metal, wind, our ancestor is able to communicate with us right now. And it's like we're looking into their eyes. We see ourselves in them, and they perceive our presence within. the question, without being posed in words, is arising. Is there anything that we need to know? Is there anything you want us to know? The ancestor is in the ceremony, feeling the question without the words even spoken. They're looking into our eyes right now. The answer is very clear. Whether these were words spoken right now or it is just a look, an energy transmission, you have been handed a key. A key that will unlock the wealth and knowledge and wisdom of this DNA, of this particular bloodline, of your ancestor whose blood is flowing through you. We ask the question as we're communicating with this bloodline: is there anything that we can do? Is there anything we can assist with right now? And you see through these beautiful, piercing eyes of your ancestor, answering your question right now. What is it that your ancestor needs assistance with, or anything we can be for them right now? And we receive this answer right now. Assist in the healing of this bloodline. Is now handing us a symbol, a talisman, jewelry, a sacred tool, a magical tool that has been passed on from his teacher. It is something of meaning to that bloodline, to that lineage. and it is being revealed to you right now. What is it? What do you see? What is it made out of? What's the shape of it? And with this symbol, this sacred talisman, even without the physical presence of it here, the sight of it itself unlocks the immense wisdom and wealth of this bloodline. The secret wisdom and knowledge you were able to receive. And within the next days and weeks and months, this wisdom will completely anchor in our body. And there is a deep reverence in this interaction. No words are spoken. The ancestor feels our presence. And before we allow our ancestor on their journey, we witness one last scene. We accompany our ancestor on their way to the spirit world. We are now there witnessing the last breath of this ancestor of our bloodline. Moving into the world of the spirit and leaving the body that we witnessed. And our ancestor is now taking their last breath, and they can feel our presence. And again, this is only to witness. This has already happened. We're witnessing this from love, eternal love, cosmic love. The ancestor can feel the immense presence of love right now as the last breath is taken. How did our ancestor pass? How did he move to the spirit world? Was there anyone with him or with her? Anyone around? Was it peaceful or is it traumatic? Whatever it is, in us witnessing it, it is being healed for all past, future incarnations, for all that carry this blood of the ancestor. And however that scenery unfolded, this ancestor is now back into the ocean of spirit, back into the womb of creation, ready to come back as eternal cosmic potential. And we feel the presence of this infinite potential, excited to come back again, excited for another journey. And all we feel is, regardless of what we witnessed, deep honor and reverence for the bloodline that we carry. All the pain, all the wisdom, all the joy, all the knowledge, all the gifts, all the wealth, spiritually, and we are now back in this crystalline cave, our hands still on this beautiful big green crystal. And we feel deep gratitude for the insight and deeper wisdom we received. We now feel deeper love for the blood that is pulsing through our veins. And we'll give this energy a time frame to work with us. Whether that energy leaves right now as we close this container, this ceremony, or maybe you want to tell the energy of the ancestor that it's allowed to work with you for the next days or weeks or months. This is up to you. Whatever it feels like, if it feels like your journey is complete right now, this is beautiful. If you feel like there is much more wisdom in this family blood lineage, and it's a very benevolent teacher spirit and an ancestor that is here to teach you, if it's a wise one, allow it into your space. Allow it to work with you in dream time. And before we close the ceremony, one last question, curiosity remains. What is their name? What is their name? What is their name? Thank you for revealing this name. We are now traveling back to the forest, to the here and now, feeling more whole than we've ever felt, feeling more connected to ourselves than we've ever felt. Feeling more reverence for our family lineage, our ancestors, our bloodline than we've ever felt. And none of the information we just saw and were allowed to witness today will bother bother us in any shape or form. It merely opens more gifts and the wealth of knowledge of this bloodline. Thank you. Taking one last deep breath